The best of Money Matters. Right Business.
Welcome to The Right Business, where we dive deep into the stories of trailblazers who dare to disrupt the status quo, find the gap in the market to find the right business. Hello, I'm Hongbin Jeong. Now, in an era defined by rapid digital transformation, the global workforce is under immense pressure to keep pace. Enterprises across sectors from manufacturing to finance are grappling with widening skills gaps, particularly in fields like AI, software development, and data science. Yet, many upskilling efforts fall short, relying on outdated methods that fail to address the complexity of today's technical roles. That's where Elice Inc. steps in. Now, founded by Jae Won Kim, Elice positions itself as a full-stack education platform offering not just learning content, but also infrastructure, testing, and an AI-powered tutor. Its unique blend of project-based learning, real-time personalization, and enterprise-grade architecture has already won the trust of major Korean conglomerates like Samsung, Hyundai, and SK Group, as well as top-tier universities like Seoul National University and KAIST, as well as government agencies. So what are the challenges of educating tomorrow's workforce, and how is Elice paving the way for technological upskilling with AI? Well, joining us today to share more is Jae Won Kim, who is the CEO and co-founder of Elice Inc. Jae Won, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hello. Hi. I'm Jae Won.
All right. Well, I believe Elice is the first education startup in South Korea that implemented AI technologies for its training programs and platforms. So, Jae Won, what was the original inspiration behind founding Elice?
So I was a PhD candidate at KAIST. I had to do a lot of TA work for computer science coursework. And during these TA session, I actually had to do a paper grading for computer science projects and exams. And I felt like this is very outdated, even though I'm in computer science department. So in order to digitally transform the classroom, we built this cloud containers so that each student get their own environment without installing anything. So we built this edtech solution around cloud container solution so that we can gather the student data. With these student data, we can analyze who is going to complete the course and who is going to struggle during these coursework so that we can build a gap between these understandings. So from there, we kind of explore outside of our university and went to corporates and ministries of Korean government. So now we are providing our solution to more than 4,000 institutions in Korea, and we're expanding to Singapore now. We're doing proof of concept with a lot of universities or corporates in Singapore. So I think there are going to be a huge opportunities for us and Singapore.
Right. So what gaps did you see in existing education technologies, and why do you think traditional tech education methods fail to keep up with the rapid evolution of AI?
So basically, a lot of current e-learning platform is a one-way direction. You can get these contents fast enough, but there are no interactive methods. So by providing our cloud containers, students can do interactive exercises. And also inside of these cloud containers, you get the real world examples. So those real world data, you can actually understand and apply these AI techniques inside our edtech solution. So in that way, you understand better and you get way better performance.
Right. So across industries, we hear about the widening skills gap, especially in engineering, AI, and software development. Despite the urgency, many enterprise training programs still fall short. So from your experience working with major corporations here, what do you see as the root causes of this disconnect?
All these corporates have different stage of the adoption. So some corporation has already adopted AI or digital transformation. Some corporates has not been done many of jobs. So there aren't many data around these corporates. So it all depends, and you must provide customized coursework for different stage of corporates. So for Elice, we provide customized coursework and easily deployable into our cloud containers. So by providing customized coursework, we have better performance. And it's not all education problem. It's all, sometimes corporates, when you go after the project or coursework, if you go back to the corporates, you don't have proper workflow or you don't have proper tools to apply to real work. So in that case, we actually provide some of our infrastructure to do AI projects. So by providing course and and project infrastructure, we are having more effective reskilling and upskilling.
Right. And how is Elice's platform designed specifically to address the inefficiencies of traditional enterprise learning?
So basically, as I told you, the content gets customized very fast and it also gets updated very fast because our technology is improving and is changing quite fast. So in order to catch up with the latest technology, you need to update the content fast. And we have these content management system. We have these project-based learning. So these kind of things are something that we are improving from the inefficiency of traditional enterprise learning. So these are something that we are doing great. And finally, we've been giving AI infrastructure to do AI projects. And these are including GPUs with global lowest price, NPUs with some of the latest chip. You can explore them, project around these infrastructure and apply to real work.
Could you share a use case or an example where this approach led to, a measurable business impact for your client?
So there are some projects to make the employees' time efficient enough so that they saved a lot of times after deploying these AI projects. So one specific example is that after analyzing their corporate's GPS data, so the company had a rent car business, and for these rental cars, they have GPS information. And inside these GPU information, you have the accidents coordinate. And by analyzing these accidents, you can plan how to mitigate these accidents fast enough with data-driven decisions. This project is successfully done by not the data analyst or data scientist. This is done by someone from HR who took this course. And this employee from HR transformed from HR department to data scientists. So these kind of impact was very successful from our previous coursework.
Right. And you've developed AI Helpy, a domain-specific generative AI assistant fine-tuned for programming education. I mean, that's quite different from general-purpose models like ChatGPT. So how does AI Helpy work behind the scenes, and what makes it so effective for learners?
So first of all, ChatGPT is great and they're top performing chatbots. So I'm not trying to say we're overcoming their performances. But AI Helpy is built more for sovereign AI. So basically, if you have some kind of a conflict answers, like as you know, there are some conflict between China, Korea, Japan. If some students ask these questions to ChatGPT, they may give an answer that Korean government doesn't like. So we must have some kind of government-oriented sovereign AI, and we did develop that. And plus, we are better at Korean language. So some of the Korean languages, it's not formal. So we customed to make it formal so that Korean government can use it. So AI Helpies are applied to a lot of AI digital textbook that we are running with our platform.
Right. So how do you see AI transforming not just delivery, but the quality and personalization of technical education?
There's already a few reports how ChatGPT or Claude, all these AI chatbots are effectively helping the students. But we also see our AI digital textbook or our learning platform is not just helping students, but helping teachers. So it actually saves a lot of time for teachers to do more meaningful tasks, such as bonding with students, actually motivating the students. So AI is there to save a lot of time for teachers by automating quiz generation and auto grading. So these kind of things are making the classroom environment more efficient.
So with more than 2.7 million users and over 111,000 annual revenue growth, Elice has, moved beyond startup status to become a key enabler of national digital strategies in Korea. What have been the biggest growth drivers behind the scale-up, Jae Won?
So, the market, the AI just transformed the whole thing. And plus, the government is actually driving the whole nation to do AI transformation and the corporates as well. So previously, software engineering was a peculiar subject for some talented engineers. Right now, AI, digital learning are basically everyone's must-learned subject now. It's becoming like math. It's becoming like languages. So it will become main subject to kind of do their work. So that's why education for digital and AI learning have become mandatory coursework. And we are providing edtech solution and AI infrastructure to make that easier and way effective.
Right. Were there any strategic shifts or market inflection points that have, helped propel your business forward?
To be very honest, we are at the starting point. We see it will go even further crazy growth starting from now. I mean, we've seen a lot of generative AI projects that are very inspiring and that's very changing a lot. So these are the result from our coursework and result from our AI infrastructure. So, I mean, a lot of workforce will be automated and they will have less work and more meaningful talks and discussions. So by providing a lot of good AI coursework and AI infrastructure, I feel like this is just the starting point.
And I mean, you've worked closely with some of Korea's largest conglomerates, including Samsung, Hyundai, SK, and LG, to implement digital learning at scale. What do these companies look for in an edtech partner, and how important is co-creation in your client relationships?
I think education is very, very cultural. So that means it's not just the country culture, it's corporate culture that we need to embed. It's very different style and very different cultural environment. So I cannot say one company culture, but some company can be very straightforward, like must done kind of style. Then you need to have features around it. For example, you need to check attendances. You need to kind of figure out, push these employees to complete the course. Some company actually make it more free to enroll and do more responsibility things. Then we need to provide these kind of features. So they can get the license account and then use it for freely and learn when they're available. So every company and every corporate have different culture, and we are providing our platform to fit those cultures.
Right. I mean, you've recently raised a 20 billion Korean won Series C round from global investors to accelerate Elice's expansion into APAC. So, Jae Won, what are the biggest challenges and opportunities that you see in exporting your model to other countries in the region?
Understanding culture is hard. So we need to find the right partner, and Vertex is very helping us to understand Singapore market and beyond the APAC area. So that's why we feel like having a good partner like Vertex will help us to understand Singapore market and understand the culture and hopefully expand our edtech solution to multiple countries in the APAC area.
And before we let you go here, Jae Won, what's next for Elice? Are there any new technologies you're exploring or other verticals you want to enter?
So we are actually building modular data center for accelerating GPU infrastructure. So these modular data center will enable AI infrastructure to adopt the AI technology for everyone. So I'm fearing some countries or some people miss out these AI tools for them to expand their opportunities. So for us, it's really important to provide infrastructure and education to fasten the adoption of AI.
Well, thank you so much, Jae Won, for your time and sharing with us all about Elice today.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Jae Won Kim, who's the CEO and co-founder of Elice. This has been The Right Business with me, Hongbin Jeong.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.